The fallacy of fairness is a cognitive distortion where an individual believes that life should always be fair, and they feel resentful and upset when they perceive that it is not. This belief often leads to frustration and negative emotions when faced with life's inherent inequalities and unpredictable nature. Here are some common examples that many of us fall into. Workplace recognition. Believing that you should always be recognized and rewarded equally to your colleagues, and feeling resentful when someone else gets a promotion or praise, even if their circumstances or contributions differ from yours. Family dynamics. Feeling that chores, responsibilities, or benefits should be divided equally among family members, and becoming upset when this doesn't happen, even if different members have different capacities or needs. Friendship expectations. Expecting that friends should always reciprocate invitations, gifts, or efforts exactly, and feeling betrayed when they don't, without considering their personal situations. Relationship contributions. Believing that your partner should contribute exactly 50/50 to household chores or expenses, and feeling it's unfair if there's any deviation, regardless of each person's circumstances or agreements. Academic settings. Feeling that you deserve the same grades as others who put in similar effort, without considering differences in skill, understanding, or the subjective nature of grading. Sports and games. Believing that every game or sport should be completely fair and getting upset over perceived injustices, like referee decisions, without accepting that some level of unpredictability is part of the game. Social justice issues. Feeling disillusioned or angry about social and economic inequalities, expecting society to function on principles of absolute fairness. Traffic and commuting. Feeling intense anger when other drivers don't follow the rules of the road or when you're stuck in traffic, perceiving these situations as personal affronts to your sense of fairness. Resource distribution in society. Believing that resources and opportunities should be distributed equally among all people, and feeling frustrated with any form of inequality, even when some disparities are due to complex societal factors. Sibling rivalry. As a child or even as an adult, feeling that parents should always treat siblings exactly the same, and perceiving any difference in treatment as favoritism or unfairness. Seeking solutions. Here are some steps you can take to challenge fallacy of fairness. Recognize when you're engaging in the fallacy of fairness. Remember, the fallacy of fairness is when you believe that everything should be fair or that you're owed fair treatment. Identify the underlying beliefs. Often, the fallacy of fairness is rooted in beliefs about how the world should be. Identify the underlying beliefs that are causing your belief in fairness and try to understand where they're coming from. Challenge your assumptions. Once you recognize that you are engaging in the fallacy of fairness thinking, challenge your assumptions by considering alternative perspectives and the complexity of situations. Practice acceptance. Practice acceptance of the fact that life is not always fair. This can help reduce feelings of anger or frustration. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can control in a situation rather than what is outside of your control. Reframe the situation. Reframe the situation in a more positive light by looking for the opportunities in it. Use problem-solving skills. Use problem-solving skills to identify solutions to the situation or problem that is causing feelings of unfairness. Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude for the positive aspects of your life. This can help shift your focus from what is unfair to what is positive. Use positive self-talk. Use positive affirmations to counter negative thoughts. Repeat phrases such as "I can handle this" or "I am capable." Seek out support. Seek out support from friends or family members who can help provide perspective and support. In each of these examples, the individual's expectation of fairness leads to frustration and disappointment when faced with the reality that life often doesn't adhere to strict notions of fairness. Recognizing and challenging the fallacy of fairness involves understanding that fairness is subjective and that life's circumstances often lead to unequal outcomes. Accepting this can reduce feelings of resentment and help in developing a more realistic and adaptable outlook.